students, there are 60, we assume. Few students may be more or less, but we form a group of students in which each group have total number of students 15. There are 15 students in each group, and task we have decided that you have to carry out the energy audit of all the 4 buildings. One group will look after admin block. There will be 15 student batch, in which one is the team leader and 14 will be the member of the team. Similarly, for main block we have 15 student, one will be leader and 14 will be member. Similarly for production block and textile block. Now this is the task which is given to these 4 teams, and their work is to find out the data related to energy audit of the each building. So in which first we will explain the problem, that what they have to do. They have to do verification of total load in each building. Single phase load, 3 phase load and any other load. Any other load means apart from single phase and 3 phase, there will be some equipment loads are there which may be operated on 2 phase also, such as belting transformer and all that. So you have to verify according to the connected load in each building, which are having single phase load, 2 phase load and 3 phase load. So when we go for total counting of the connected load, then you have to list out all the loads from each building, covering every classroom, covering every laboratories, covering every staff member sitting rooms, and covering admin block office, all the rooms involved in the office work. So when you made a pro forma in which serial number, name of the load, first is serial number, then name of the load, name of the equipment oblique apparatus oblique fixtures, then rated wattage of the particular apparatus or fixtures, then whether it is single phase or 3 phase, and what is their current rating as per theoretical calculation. So there are 5 to 6 columns you prepare on the chart, in which this information you have to fill up by taking initiative by the leader. Leader will distribute the work in each building, because for each building there is one leader and 14 workers are there, or 14 members are there who will perform the job. So here on these 5 points, how leader will work with the members of the team. So here we have used a word students. So students nothing, all 14 members they are student. The leader is also student. Now on what point they have to give their activities. So first, extent to which student take initiative. Now when I have given as a team head, all the teams, I am the head of all the 4 teams. So I have given the task that you have to make energy audit of these 4 buildings. Objective is that given the pro forma in which serial number 1 column, then second column name of the equipment, apparatus or fixtures, number 3 column in which wattage of the fixtures or apparatus or equipment, then in 4th column supply voltage, in 5th column there will be current rating, and the last column will be remark. In remark you can write whether that particular equipment is being used or not, whether it is in running condition or in dead condition. Dead condition means it is not operated from so many years. So you have to mention in the remark the working condition of the particular equipment. This is the task given to 4 teams. All the 4 teams have given this task. Now on these points, how the student will act. So extent to which student take initiative. Now task is given by me to the team leader. Team leader repeats same task to the 14 members. Now members have to take initiative. Now extent to which means up to what limit the work is to be extended by the members. So members will first prepare a chart which I have given in all these columns. They prepare columns in a chart. The chart maybe you take your sketchbook or you may take in your notebook, and extent to which you initiate the task. So initiation of the task start from preparing that pro forma, and in pro forma all the informations, blocks or columns you fill up at the top. Write the name of building for which you are doing the work and go to that building with your team. Whatever points I have given in the format, these points are you verify with the help of the teachers or the supporting staff or laboratory staff or workshop staff. They are working in that particular building. You take the help of them, because this is the first initiative you have to take to contact each person who is sitting or working in that particular building. So when you take all the information from these peoples, then your chart will be filled up. Okay. In this 1 column is also in remark you can give the working hours of each equipment or apparatus or fixtures, for how much time it is in working, because that will help you in calculation of total units consumed per day in a particular block. Okay. So according to connected load, what is the position of operating load, that you work out. This much initiative you have to take in the first step. Okay. Means first step to extent of which that you contact the persons who are working in that particular system, and according to the information provided by those persons, you have to write or fill up the pro forma. People will not give you the fake information. If you have some doubt in the information given, then you can physically verify that particular position, because you are all electrical engineering student. So naturally, if you have some doubt in some case, then you can directly go and verify physically. So when you complete the pro forma, this first point is over, the extent to which student takes initiative. This is the initiative taken by you. Now second point is extent to which student takes responsibility on behalf of group. Now on behalf of group, there is a group of 14 student plus one team leader. So extent to which the group take the responsibility of the work. So in responsibility of work, what team leader has to do, the team leader will classify the working hours for each student, and he can make out of this 14 student 4 group again. There will be 14 student, so 4 group is not possible. You can give 4 group you can give 3 of one 3 student of one group and 4 student of 2 group. So 3 2 6 and 4 8, so 14 student will be there. A leader will overall supervisor or leader will look after all the groups one by one or time to time. So extent to which the second point says is student take responsibility on behalf of group. So on behalf of group, they have to assume that this is our group and it is our target. So these 14 students scattered in the building in different sections. They start the work from different ends. You do not start the work from one end. If you start from one end, then the repetition of work will be there by the student. So you start the work, take the responsibility that you start the work from different corners of the building or different section of the building. Then information collected for group number 1, group number 2, group number 3 and group number 4. Then they have to compile this particular information in one format. Okay. 4 group they are taking initiatives for in behalf of group to take all the data in the building from different sections or different corners. They start the work. So this work maybe have 1 week time. It is sufficient for the building. So in 1 week, daily you fix up their working hours. Working hours of the group means you go for 3 to 4 hours daily for the work. Okay. So from different corners you start the work, compilation in that proforma, and after that 4 proformas are prepared by 4 groups. So then you prepare a comparative proforma of the whole building by assembling the information of all the 4 proforma. So this will be submitted to the team leader. Okay, so one building is over. Similarly, second building, the second group will do the same thing, third group will do also the same thing, and fourth group will also do the same thing. Now, extent to which student visualize team event and plan before starting the work, because we people's not knowing about much about the buildings and their load and whatever type of operations of load takes place, whatever type of practicals takes place in that. So visualization is one of the activity that is to be carried out by individual group, and in visualization you take your field of interest. Suppose some student is interested to take details of the machineries, so they go for that. Some students are interested to find out the distribution system of the electricity in that particular block, so they visualize according to that. Some people are interested for light and fan and other fixtures for the purpose provided in the block, so they visualize that particular section. So even in visualization and planning, you have to further classify the work into different small pieces. And when you do classify the work in small pieces, then what happen? The accuracy of the work will be increased. Okay, if large work will be there, person is less, then possibility of mistakes will be there. So visualization is done like this, that you compact the work. There is a big work of one building, but if you compact it in the small groups, then their visualization is takes place according to sections. You classify the section: distribution system one section, then control system is one section, then all the equipments installed, there is one section, then whatever light fan fixtures are there, this is one section. So in all these minor groups of the work, when you plan for that, then definitely you will get much accurate data because of very close monitoring. So this is the meaning of point number 3, extent to which student visualize the team event and plan. इवेंट तो आपको समझ में आ ही गया है कि इवेंट अपन ने शुरू में सिलेक्ट कर लिया है कि वी हैव टू गो फॉर एनर्जी ऑडिट ऑफ 4 बिल्डिंग्स ऑफ आवर इंस्टीट्यूट. सो इवेंट इज फाइनल. According to that, you have to visualize what I have given in detail. Then event number 4, that is 4, extent to which student take interest to carry out team activities. Now interest is very important. It is observed that when students are allotted project work in final year, then many times I have observed that there is also group, and that is made by the choice of the student, that in this group we are 4 students are there, yeah, 5 students are there, they will go for one project. But it is observed that only 2 or 3 students, they are taking active part in that project preparation, and rest 2-3 persons, they are simply passing the time. So it is possible in the project work, because if they are not having their own interest work, then they will be simply watch the work or made the some necessary arrangement of material or something like that. But in this particular work of energy auditing, every student has to work. Nobody is to be left. Nobody is to be sit idle. दे शुड नॉट थिंक यार वो 4 लोग कर रहे हैं मैं कागो करूं, ऐसा नहीं करना है. ऑल दी 14 मेंबर ऑफ द टीम, दे शुड एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेटेड इन एवरी डे एक्टिविटी. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एक्सटेंट टू विच स्टूडेंट टेक इंटरेस्ट टू कैरी आउट टीम एक्टिविटीज. Team activities always given by the team leader every day. In the beginning, first day, he will allot the sections of the building, that what type of work you have to do. Then every day the team leader will come to you and he will explain what activities to be performed today, and those activities you have to perform today. You check out the program according to that, and all the team members, even single team member, they should not sit idle. ऐसा नहीं बैठना है कि 3 लोग कर रहे हैं और एक आराम कर रहा है. It is not like that. होना भी नहीं चाहिए. So you have to be very particular about the activities of the 4th stage, that is extent to which student take interest to carry out team activities. So interest जब तक आप नहीं लेंगे, whenever student not take interest in the work, the work output will not be there. Work output can be obtained only when you enjoy the work, when you take interest in the work. Interest in the work is only possible when you select your own choice work. So this freedom is given by the leader to you, that you select your own choice work so that you can give maximum output in that. Whenever person given to his choice work, his output will be increased by 30%. And if it is not given the choice work, then reverse of that will takes. That is 30% reduction is there in the output. So this is, you can make the request to the team leader and you put there your choice that what type of work you will prefer in that. Okay. So that will be given to you by the leader, and according to that you plan the interest in the activity and to carry out the activities. The last point is extent to which student take interest in solving team related problem. Now team related problems, they are different for all the 4 buildings. Same problem in one building cannot be repeated or may not be repeated in the second building. Second building problem may not be repeated in third building. Third building problem may not be repeated in fourth building. Okay. It means that team related problems, they are versatile, means different in nature. So you have to discuss whatever type of difficulties you are, extent to which student take interest in solving team related problems. Problems mean difficulty. Problems will come always when there is some difficulties there. So you discuss first problem with your team leader. Team leader, if unable to solve those problems, then you have to report to the head of the work. Head of the work, suppose I am giving you work, so I am the head of the work. So you report the problem to me, sit with me along with your leader, and I will find out the solution for that work or difficulty or the problems which is faced by the work. So many times what happen, if you go in different building, then there is a restrictions made by the persons who are in charge of those building. Restriction in sense that there is a problem of security. So they will sometime have close watch on you. They also see that anybody is not mischievous activity is not done by any student. Otherwise what happen, some students are having this type of nature that unnecessary they are doing some unnecessary work with the equipment. But it is not their work is only to take the rating or the information which are to be taken in the pro forma which I have given already in beginning. Okay. So many times people report to the team leader that the persons who are working in that particular building, they are not cooperating them. So in that case, it is a matter of management. So naturally the head, the person who is the whole soul in charge of that activity, about team leader, he will discuss the problem with the in charge of that building and try to solve those problems. But for minor difficulties or minor problems, the student should solve it at their own level, because they are all mature students. You are all mature students. So many problems you can solve yourself without reporting to even to team leader. So in such problems which you can solve easily, you don't report it to the team leader or head of the team. So only those problems in which you could not find out the solution, then you communicate it to the higher authority. Higher authority means those who are above you. So these are the meaning of these 5 points, in which every start sentence with extend to which, extend to which, extend to which, extend to which, extend to which means there is a certain limit fixed by the team leader and the person who is organizing the work. So extent to which you have to limit your work up to the limit set by the organizer of the work. So according to that, all the activities you have to perform and whatever result will come. So in first phase what you will do? You will do that first prepare section wise report for each building in different field which I have told you. Then all these sections report, they are compiled in a bigger proforma in which all these 4 section or 5 section whatever you have selected, the information is collected in that. So that proforma is prepared for one building. Similar type of proforma prepare for other buildings by other team, and method is same. Go for section information first, then compile all section information in one. So we will largely get 4 proforma for 4 buildings. Now what is next work? Now next work is that all the 4 team leaders, they sit together and they compile all the 4 proforma at institute level. Okay. So final data which we will obtain from the 4 proforma of the 4 building, this is compiled by the team leader, and team leader will give a final proforma in which all the columns will remain same, but information is compiled for 4 buildings, and this will be format. It is obtained as a energy audit report of the whole institute. So how this teamwork is done? If one man can do this job, so he may take 2-3 months, 4 months for this job. By making this type of 4 teams, we are able to complete this particular work in 7 to 10 days maximum, because a proper approach is there. So once upon a time, I think in 2013, I have given one batch to prepare energy audit report for the institute. So for whole semester, a group of 15 students worked all over in 4 buildings and compile and submit their report in 3 months. But that was not an approach of working, because that was only given as a project. Now this work what I am giving to you, it is in terms of group leadership, or we are doing all these things in terms of leadership and task oriented. So here time is easily reduced to only 7 to 10 days, because there are total 60 groups are working, 60 students are working, and 16 groups, 60 students, if 4 each group is form of 4 each for each section, so there will be 15 groups are working at a time in all the individual building. So ultimately information collected fast, accurate, and then compilation work of course take 2 days, 3 days time, when all the 4 leaders sit together and they will compile the information obtained from the 4 buildings, then they prepare their report for the institute. So energy audit main function is that energy audit, we have to find out what is our connected load of the system, that information given by me to you, how much operating hours are there, what is our maximum demand, how much billing is there of the institute per month consumption of electricity is how much for our institute. So by these data which we will get from the electricity bill of the electricity supply agency, we will compare whatever report prepared by us, whether our report is matching with whatever type of bill we are receiving every month for the institute, or there is a chances of improvement in that bill by taking proper actions in the each building for conservation of energy or for reducing the electricity bill of the institute. So this work will be of your interest because you are all electrical engineering student. So you will enjoy this work. Only sincerity is required, that you work sincerely, and whatever information are to be given, that pro forma you prepared, what I have told you, in which when there is a opening of college for the students, when you come to the college, then first task you take energy auditing of the institute 4 building. Apart from this, there are certain load which may be calculated by 2 different persons can be appointed for that, apart from the team, or they may offer to any particular team leader that whatever street light, water supply, transformer supply, distribution board, main distribution board, all these details will be collected by one team leader, and that work I will allot to one team leader, that he will find out physical verification of transformer rating, line length of 11 kV we are ST consumer, so about 400 to 500 meter line is coming from the corners of the main feeder, and we have to take exact measurement of that. Similarly, on the HT meter which is installed near that compound wall, leader has to take the different readings of that for one particular day, and then compare it with the actual bill. So our objective is there, what is our connected load, what is our operating load, what is time of our operating load, is there any load which is unnecessary running, it is not needed, whether people are keeping switch off their rooms or laboratory tube lights and fans properly or not. If all these informations are collected, then it is my hope that in 2013, when I applied this particular project of energy audit report basis of students collection data, then I could reduce the electricity bill by 10 to 15,000 rupees per month at that time. So still we are having scope that if we do proper monitoring of all these loads, connected load, operating time, switching off time, whether unnecessary lighting, unnecessary running of fan are there in the lab, staff room, office rooms. If all these are collected information, then what happen? We can chalk out a program to educate the peoples or to request the people that please, whenever you come out of your room and if you are going for any purpose for short time, then please switch off the load. So for this we have given a campaign also, in which these different types of posters we have pasted on different labs and classrooms and offices, and up to certain extent people followed it, because ultimately what happen, unnecessary, if we can save unnecessary loss in form of electricity, that is ultimately affect our economy. If per month I can reduce 10,000 rupees in the bill, then in whole year 1,20,000 rupees can be saved for the institute. So this work which will be allotted to you whenever you will come to institute, that work of 7 to 10 days you have to perform and submit a detailed report of that, and all these 5 points on which you have to work. And whatever difficulty if you are having with you, then you give information first to your team leader, and if team leader find it necessary to discuss with the organizer of the work, then he will discuss with the organizer of work and find out the solution. So this will be a team leadership activity performed practically. So far as my 4 lectures I have given, they are all theoretical. Only I have given you approach to form a team, to work as a team leader, what type of difficulties faced by the team leader, and what are the qualities of team leader. These are all theoretical things which you can read from the book also. But unless you actually perform a teamwork for a given task, you cannot understand the actual difficulty faced by you. So my request is that you perform actual task, and according to that you prepare the report, and that report will help us in solving a particular problem of energy in the institute. Okay, so many data you have to collect, many data, in which power factor is also one of the important data, supply voltage, current rating, operating hours, operating times, labs timetable, what is the peak load of the institute, and peak load takes place at which hour, which particular time the peak load will be there in a month or in a day. First we can find out in a day what is the peak load period, then we will work out for a week, then work out for a fortnight, 15 दिन के लिए, फिर अपन वर्क करेंगे उसको 1 महीने में पीक लोड कब जाता है. So under these condition, what type of precautions we have to take as an electrical engineer so that our energy bill can be reduced. This is our objective. Energy audit in industry also carried out for the same purpose. They want to reduce their energy bill, and that is only possible that energy audit is necessary. Nowadays government have made it compulsory for every industries that energy auditing is necessary every year, and on the basis of that the further planning of expansion of distribution system, transmission system, that will take place. So this thing if you learn in your student life, then when you go in field, then this knowledge will help you in that particular field. Because in final year you are having one particular subject, energy conservation and management, in which also I will discuss detailed procedure of energy auditing, how energy audit can be done for different type of industries. तो ये एक theoretical subject का matter है, that I will discuss in final year when I will teach ECM, okay, energy conservation and management. So for this day today, whatever I have given to you information according to these 5 points which are given in your syllabus, according to that how you manage the activity, that is the final chalk out program for you. And this program will be first discussed with the leader, and leader discuss the problem with you, and he will form the batches, that is internal batch. Main batch is of course 14 student, but leader will make further batch of 3 or 4 student each for different tasks. And whatever task, if you have interest in a particular task, then you tell your leader that sir, I will do that work, or I am interested in this work. So team leader will definitely give you your choice, because ultimately our aim or aim of the team leader to get the output. So whatever output is obtained, it is according to the interest of the worker, the person who work. Who is taking interest in the work, then only the output will be maximum. जैसे अभी just I have told you that 30% increase is there in output if you are getting your choice work. So this is the things which for today I have given, and whenever we meet in the institute, we will take this particular task for one batch of the 60 student, in which we form 4 team for 4 blocks, and whatever study you have to done, I have given that pro forma. You watch this particular video seriously, and whatever pro forma detail I have given in the beginning, you prepare those vertical lines, and each lines you give the one horizontal line on the top, and in that serial number 1, then whatever type of things I given, you write on that, and with that pro forma you reach to the building and get the information of the sections, and section information then will be sum up for the building, and all 4 building information sum up for the institute. So ultimately problem started from micro to macro. Okay, micro means we are going for very small, and then we will expand it for the institute. So micro level to macro level we have to do this job. So this is all for today. If you are having any difficulty or any question in this particular lecture today, then you can ask me by messaging me, or practical we will take, of course, then you will be available. Now there are 2 lectures of this particular subject, professional development, remain, that I will take next time, in which I will take example of a particular industry, in which how energy audit can be planned for a particular type of industry. That will be field experience. ये जो experience रहेगा आपका इंस्टीट्यूट का रहेगा, लेकिन फील्ड एक्सपीरियंस में अपन किसी इंडस्ट्री को अप्रोच अगर कर सकेंगे, और कोई अपने को अलाउ करेगा कि हाँ आप हमारे यहाँ का एनर्जी ऑडिट करके दो, तो वी विल डू ए वर्क फॉर एनी इंडस्ट्री ऑल्सो. So that will be a talk of later time, that we will decide accordingly whenever the situation will be there. So this is all for today. Thank you very much for watching this video, and you take it seriously. Whatever information I have given, you take on the paper, and you make readiness for all this. Means you prepare yourself for all these type of activities. If you are mentally prepared at this time, then you will get maximum output at the time of work. ऐसा कहा जाता है कि जो फौज शांति के समय पसीना बहाती है, उसको युद्ध के टाइम खून नहीं बहाना पड़ता है. ये एक फ्रेज है, लोग बोलते हैं. तो अभी शांति का टाइम है, इसमें आप पसीना बहाइए. जो जो चीज़ें मैंने आपको बताई है उसके ऊपर आप थोड़ी मेहनत करिए. जब एक्चुअल वर्क करेंगे आप, तो आपको उतनी मेहनत नहीं करना पड़ेगी जितनी की करना पड़ सकती है अगर आपकी तैयारी नहीं है तो तैयारी आप कर लीजिए on the basis of this theoretical lecture, and when we take practical aspect of this, you will get definitely fast results and perfect results, and result which give certain benefits to you and also to the institute. Thank you.